Hello, my loves. How are you doing today? I hope that you're good, that you, your family, and your loved ones are healthy, happy, and safe. So I'm coming back to you today with another break card reading. And in this reading, we're going to look into your emotional body and your physical body and how they're going to be like 1 year from now. So I didn't want to look into additional details or give you what are we going to be seeing specifically on this reading, because I wanted to leave the question quite open to receive as many messages that are going to be meant for each of the options. And so we have in front of us three guidebooks. The first one is the Elemental Oracle, the second one is the Life Purpose Oracle, and the third one is the Oracle of the Fairies. And I just wanted to let you know that at the end of each of the readings, I'm going to open those guidebooks very randomly, and we're going to look into in which part we're going to open it and see what the messages are going to be in that particular page. And so, yeah, if you would like to get a close-up when it comes to those guidebooks, you can click on the timestamps down below. You can pause right now the video, meditate on the options, and feel free also to go to the timestamp for the close-up so that you can pick the option or options that are going to be drawing your attention. And so as for me, I'm going to start right away with the first option. Hello, my dear, option number one. So if you have chosen the Elemental Oracle guidebook, welcome guys to your reading. Let's put this one here and let's get one general message, one card first, and then we're gonna look into the details. One card. Completion West. Yeah, I see that with this number 4, there is something that is going to be constructed, but something that is needing from you a bit of organization and planning. And what I see in here is that you're going to discover that this almost piece of the puzzle that you were looking for, or maybe you were waiting for the right moment or waiting for the right opportunity, you're gonna discover that you've always had this last piece of the puzzle, and it lays in your sense of organization and in your sense of I'm hearing, like, first of all, you are very intelligent people, and sometimes you are it's almost like you're not aware of how much you can achieve just by yourself, not needing anybody else. Not that we have to be completely independent and that there is no need for other people or that they can't help us. No, absolutely not. We are here to help each other and to give a hand when someone else actually needs it. But what I see in here is that you don't you don't rely 100% on that particular opportunity that you are thinking about, or that particular offer that you are thinking about. Like, if I get this offer, everything is going to be all right for me. I'm seeing that you might think about doing something independently, as in starting your own business or maybe starting something from scratch. I'm hearing that you have already got many ideas, not only one. You've gotten many ideas, but it's time for you to put it into action. And with this puzzle, you really are going to be discovering how much you can achieve and how much you can accomplish just by using the tools that are already right in front of you. So let's get some more messages right now about your emotional body. So 1 year from now, how is your emotional body going to be like? So first of all, number 4 might be very significant, and I'm hearing the fall as in autumn. Autumn is going to be a very, very good, yeah, a very good season for you, especially if you were to think about maybe putting the next steps of this idea that you're having, or one of the ideas that you have that you are right now thinking about, and starting to actually construct a very practical plan into putting it into action. And let's get 2 more cards before starting. Those two came in together. Okay, so your emotional body 1 year from now, I see again that you're going to be picking up something on the side. It could be a side hustle or maybe a business idea that you're just going to be putting the first steps. I see with this Nine of Swords that you really are going to be utilizing your mind to the max. And I see that also you might have to work a little bit late at night, but I don't know why I got with this particular card in this like context that like a lot of ideas come into your mind. It's almost like preventing you from sleeping. And if it's something that actually happens to you, it definitely happens to me. So that's why I got it very vividly, that sometimes you're about to sleep, or even like when you're sleeping, you might keep a notebook right at your reach, and you wake up and then there is a brilliant idea and you take note of it because you would want to actually capitalize on it the day after. And so you're gonna be, what I see in here is that you're going to be really involved into making like a beautiful growth in this business idea that you're actually thinking about. And also, if you would like to start learning something or start actually learning a new skill, I see that it is really going to be the year for you to actually start seeing a big progression in it. So let's get back right now into your emotional body. When it comes to your emotional body, I see that let me just give you the messages I'm hearing. I see that you're gonna start enjoying the process of making things happen and see them flourish right in front of you, because with this Page of Pentacles, I see that you really gain emotional fulfillment from seeing things actually level up in your life, especially in your career, and especially when it comes to it could be your status, it could be your work, your like your skills in general. And I see also that you're going to be really this is really what I feel, because with this Six of Swords, it's going back from tormented or like uncertain situations towards very calm and serene kind of environment, and it's going right into the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling, but it's almost like you're enjoying it right now, not like before, as in you were maybe knocking on lots of doors and trying to make things happen and it was a little bit difficult. But I see that you really are going to be emotionally fulfilled from even thinking about, yes, right now I'm taking charge of this particular aspect of my life, and I'm seeing a beautiful improvement. And with this Five of Swords, this is just as a confirmation of what we have seen before. It's almost like 7 days or maybe 24 hours in a day. They're not going to be enough for you. You're going to be very excited and also very motivated into making this plan that you have constructed in the next 4 months, making it like starting actually seeing things moving and shifting, and also maybe because sometimes the Five of Swords also gives me the indication of advertisement or putting your stuff out there, putting yourself and your offers or your services out there. But what I see in here, if there is an advice that I can give you when it comes to this second stream of income that you're trying or maybe thinking about starting, please keep it to yourself and do not share it with other people, especially if it's at the beginnings, as in especially people that you are working with you. So this is just like the only iffy not so positive message that I got out of the Five of Pentacles. But if I'm going to be hearing something else, I'm gonna let you know. So let's get 2 more cards. Yeah, taking charge, you already have all the tools, and this is almost something that you're gonna discover, and you're gonna feel like, why am I belittling my capabilities? I really can and have the capacity and all the tools and the capability to make this business. I'm hearing from, like, for most of you, this is something that is going to be really fulfilling for you, but in mostly related to your career, into your finances. And yeah, you're gonna see like with those 2 infinity symbols, you're gonna see that the world is like an open, yeah, like the opportunities are open for you, but it's time for you to actually not wait for the other person or maybe for someone else to get back to you, but to put your foot forward into trying to make things happen for yourself. With this Lovers, I see that at a certain point, because in here this Page of Pentacles is something that has a lot of potential, you might even think about letting go of this job, because I see that, like, to let you know, some people that are working with you or your work situation or circumstances, they're not the healthiest. That's why it was almost draining you energetically, and you were thinking about something else, but it's almost like your mind was absorbed with those maybe a certain negative behaviors that are around you. But at a certain point, like, keep up the good work, because I see that at a certain point in time there's going to be a good opportunity for you to actually focus entirely on your business endeavors and to let go of this maybe a not so positive work situation that you're in. So let's get two final cards when it comes to this particular part of the reading. So how are you going to be emotionally, your emotional body, 2 years, 1 year from now? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So I see that for this is not really telling me necessarily, I'm not talking here necessarily about love, romantic connections. If you are single, yes, but if you are right now with a partner, this message is not going to be applicable for you. But what I'm seeing in here is that you're going to be so focused on maybe some particular things that you are starting, that maybe your love life or even your social life, it's not going to be the way that you want it to be. But what I see in here is that there is so much that you can do, and there is almost like a period of time where there's going to be a little bit of compromises needed from your side, so that it's almost like when this wheel starts moving, then things go with the flow afterwards. But it's only about like those first steps, or maybe this first work that is needing from you a little bit of effort, and then afterwards things are going to be going back to normality. But what I see most importantly, from 5 to 7 months, I see that you're going to be really absorbed with like putting your ideas out there and trying to capitalize on those brilliant and innovative ideas that you have already gotten so many, but it's time for you to pick the ones that are going to be calling you the most, and that you're going to be motivated about, and start doing something about it. Like, do not just keep it in your mind. And I'm hearing that for some of you, you might be writers, or you might think so like, this is the only thing that I see in this reading, is that it really doesn't matter if you are a beginner, if you are someone that has never done anything like in this particular field. And I'm hearing for some of you that you might want to start writing, and you feel like, oh, I have never written anything in my life. I do know that I have a good style, and I have so many ideas, and my imagination is really so vast, but I have never really thought about writing something, or starting to be or even think about being a writer one day. But if it's something that actually is like exciting you, if it's something that you feel passionate about, it's time for you to start writing, and do what you feel like doing when it comes to writing a story. Or even for some of you, you might be quite artistic, you might want to start crafting, or doing certain things that are pretty unique but are very much valuable. It's only you, to a certain extent, that you are not at this particular moment maybe capable of seeing the value of those creations that you are capable of creating. So yeah, I'm hearing you really are going to be fulfilled, but mostly from the growth that you're going to be noticing when by starting to maybe work on your project that you are thinking about. So this is what I see when it comes to your emotional body. But we didn't get only that, we got so many other messages. But let's get right now, how about your physical body? I'm hearing for you, my dears, is that this new structure is really going to be pushing you to actually organize other things maybe that have been a little bit, yeah, look at that. Obviously, this structure, as in swords, it's all about the mind, and this card really symbolizes everything that we have been talking about since the beginning. It's all about how you're going to be reorganizing your life so that it can fit this new lifestyle that you are thinking about maybe achieving or thinking about improving. And with this Six of Swords, I'm hearing that when you're going to be putting things like in a more structured way, I see that your body is going to be more at ease, as if you are thinking, as an example, if you are just resting and you're feeling like you need to do so many other things, when you already have know or have in mind, yes, at this particular moment I'm gonna be doing this and that, or if you're gonna feel like I am so excited I cannot stop even thinking about this project or maybe those things that I would want to work on, I see that even physically you're going to be feeling very, very active. And also with this card, I'm hearing if you're feeling a little bit lethargic, or if you feel like you don't want to go out, or you feel a little bit down, I see that you really are going to be really alive. I'm hearing even 6 months from now, you're gonna feel almost like this passionate, this electricity or this ecstasy that is animating you. And also I'm hearing that the more that you're gonna focus on taking care of what you eat, obviously, and also implementing a lifestyle that is going to be supporting this new beautiful change that you would want to implement in your life, the better it is going to be for you afterwards. So your body, how is it going to be like? Wow. So the Queen of Passion and creativity. And yeah, I'm hearing that you really are going to be feeling on the top of the world, especially if in the region where you are living it's pretty sunny during the summer, or if you are watching right now during the summer. I'm hearing like summer and autumn are going to be absolutely wonderful seasons for you. And also I'm hearing that emotionally is like your emotions in your body are really going to be in sync, as in you're gonna feel better, lighter, and also more active in your body, but also in your mind there are going to be so many brilliant ideas that you're going to be this time you're going to be seizing, and you're going to be trying to make something out of them. So let's get some more cards, 2 more cards. Okay, 8 of Cups in the World. So what I'm hearing out of those 2 cards is that maybe you have had an idea about how things are going to be, or maybe you are just laying those cups and seeing this is really all that I can get, or this is everything really that is offered to me, and this is what I need to accept. But what I'm seeing in here is that you are departing from this idea, and you are really opening a new chapter of opportunities. As I have told you, this is the World card, which is, like you can see, this is the card of Gemini, Taurus, Leo, and I think this is Sagittarius. But what I'm seeing in here is that there is a new cycle that is opening for you, especially when it comes to your body. If you felt a little bit down, and if you felt tired like all the time, if you felt like you need to nap like most of the day, like we might think about ourselves as like almost segments, but definitely everything has a connection with everything. And when you're going to be focusing on something that is very exciting for you, all the aspects of your life tend to follow and tend to improve in the same way. So yeah, you're gonna focus on something that you love and enjoy, and you're gonna feel like you can improve, and you are improving. And also your body, even physically, I see that you might be joining a gym, or you might exercise or be very active, as I have told you. Like I'm almost feeling this rush of energy, and I just want to go for a run right now. Because I feel like you really are going to be very active, but not really in something that you have to do. It's something that you really are, like, you enjoy doing. So lastly, let me give you one last message out of Marine life, richness, fertility is yours. Your wishes will be granted. There is more than one way to find a solution to a problem. Adapt to the new. So this is absolutely what we have been talking about, and a number 32 could be significant, or number 5. And what I see with this card of richness is that you're going to be diving deep in terms of your thoughts and your ideas, and you're gonna feel like everything that I have been hoping for was already in my mind and was already right in front of me. So it's a beautiful realization of maybe rediscovering your own power and rediscovering how much actually you are capable of achieving. And I'm hearing for you, my dears, and I'm so happy that I felt inspired to do this particular reading, because I feel very strongly that the next especially 6 months to 1 year, from 1 year it's going to be, this change is going to be very obvious and almost very visible, but the next 6 months are going to be key for you when it comes to this beautiful improvement, or maybe this beautiful life journey that you're going to be embarking on. So this is what I see for you, my dear option number 1. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you lots of love. If you would like a private reading, you can reach out to me. All the information is in the info box down below, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number 2. So if you have chosen the second guidebook of the life purpose, so welcome guys to your reading. Let's keep this one in here, and let's get one card so that we can get a general idea of like 1 year from now, how is it going to be like for you? One card, please. One card. Nutrition. And with this nutrition, I'm hearing healthy choices. And it really goes beyond just food, though it could be, but it could be as well relationships. It could be choices when it comes to who are the people that you are hanging out with, who are the people that are around you, what kind of field you would want to embark on. Is there anything else that you might want to look into when it comes to your job or your skill, or anything that you might want to learn, or really it's like a complete opening when it comes to what you think is good or not for you, and then picking the things that are actually good for you. It might be not the case for someone else, but right now you are willing just to take your plate and pick the things that are good for you specifically. It might be not the case again for someone that is very close to you, and I'm hearing that for some of you might get quite a bit of advice that is most of the time unsolicited. And I know that sometimes we think that maybe you should wait for me to ask for an advice. But like some people, they give it out of love, out of compassion. They would want to make things easier and better for us, and we need to accept that as well. But yeah, but I see that lots of maturity and also lots of independence in terms of what you would want to do and how you would want to choose your life to be in the future. So let's get some cards about your emotional body right now. How is it going to be like 1 year from now? Your emotional body. The Strength card. So I don't know what is gonna happen, but I'm hearing lots of maturity, as in maybe certain things that right now you feel like you cannot let go. Yeah, you can not let go of, as in maybe some friends that you have been with for years and years, and even if you know that you are not good for each other, you just keep hanging around and keep dragging yourself down, like the both of you, or maybe if you are more than two friends. But I'm hearing that there's going to be a big transformation, especially I'm hearing specifically in the month of December. I don't know what is going to happen, but really something that is going to be very much noticeable, as in you're going for your own happiness, even if it's not going to be something that everybody is going to be okay with. So with those two cards, I'm hearing that this transformation that you are going to be experiencing, it's going to be connected to your passion and also to your sense of drive. So I don't know, we're gonna get a clarification about this. Knight of Wands. So what is the Knight of Wands? What is this card saying? What is this card saying? Yeah. So I'm hearing with this card is that lots of expectations are actually put on your shoulders, and if you are involved, as an example, in many projects or even at your work, I'm seeing that you are putting a hand in many different things, but right now you are willing to actually choose, yes, this thing is actually good for me, but the other things I'm really just being nice, and I cannot continue doing that anymore, and so I'm letting go of this burden and I'm going my own way. Because right now, look how fast this card is. And look how, like, this man cannot move like 1 meter without stopping and taking a deep breath, but in here, like, you can go from city to another with no problem. And with those two cards, again, I'm hearing that there is going to be like a new cycle opening for you, especially emotionally. If there is any burden, if there is any kind of something that is weighing you down, you're gonna make the choice, as I have told you earlier, make a choice to actually let go of it. And I'm just letting you know, because I have heard that when it comes to this message, if you feel like that you're going to be faced with a lot of resistance, I'm not feeling that at all. I'm feeling that if you were to express yourself just naturally, without if we reaching like the maximum, or reaching the point of like that straw that is going to be breaking the camel's back. I'm hearing that lots of people are going to be absolutely encouraging of this decision that you're going to be making, and also supporting this new change that you're going to be implementing in your life. And with those two cards, I'm hearing lots of emotional happiness and fulfillment. You're gonna be feeling very happy, and also you're going to be restraining yourself from going back to certain behaviors or certain patterns, because you have learned from all the lessons that you have been through that they are absolutely not good for you. So I see a big leap toward the future, as in not really in terms of time, but in terms of maturity. Like I don't know what it is. I'm hearing especially 2021, this particular year, maybe certain things have happened that have opened your eyes into like seeing things differently, or going about maybe how you behave, or maybe how you navigate relationships in general. So let's get two more cards. Yeah, one more card. So because those two cards are number 8, and then we have here number 10, that it looks sunny and it looks like summertime, summertimes. I'm hearing the month of August is going to be very significant, but also, yeah. Yeah, and this is like the overall energy at this particular moment. I'm hearing for you, my dears, there is no need for you to actually feel burdened, or feel worry, or even anxiety. For some of you, I see that this change is going to be very much supported by all the people that actually care for you. And this is really what you need to keep in mind. You are not a bad person from actually detaching from like toxic environments or toxic people. And this is really only a mental anguish that you are feeling at this particular moment, and it has absolutely no basis, because I have told you already that I felt very strongly that this transformation is going to be very well welcomed, and all the scenarios that are right now in your mind, they are not gonna happen for like, especially if you're going to be not waiting for like your time of exhaustion, or your time where you feel like you are taking you cannot take things anymore. It's time for you to actually think about maybe opening a discussion and letting go of certain even relationships, for some of you, that you feel like they have reached like their time uh, of expiration, or something of the sort. So I wanted to get one more card. Look at that. this is very much emphasized. This is the time for you to be strong, absolutely. But also I'm hearing that the way that you are thinking about it at this particular moment, this feeling is never gonna go if you are not to take maybe this step from your side to actually pick the options that are good for you. I'm hearing that you are going to be worrying about what is going to happen, and the more that you're going to be doing that, you're going to stay in those two energies, as in right now I'm taking more than I can and I'm worried, but it's time for you to break from this circle basically, and to be a little bit go against I'm seeing for many of you, maybe even go against your nature. Maybe you're someone that would want to actually be at service for people and would want to give people a hand, but right now it's time for you to make certain decisions that are going to be good for you for the long run. But I'm seeing, most importantly, you're going to be so much wiser by the end of 2021, and also this year. By the end of it, you're going to be feeling it as you can achieve a lot and you can do a lot, and your energy really is right now at the palms of your hand, and you can do so much with it, and lots of almost I'm feeling this airy energy, as in very, very light, other than the condensed or maybe this kind of stressful energy that you have been feeling, not really for a very long time, but I'm hearing recently things have been a little bit tough on you. So let's move on right now to your physical body. So how about your physical body? How is it going to be like 1 year from now? Page of Swords. Two more cards. Okay. So what I'm hearing, especially with this card, is that you're going to be much more in tune with your body, as in if you're going to be feeling tired, you're going to be taking the messages or the signals that are coming from your physical body very seriously, as in if you're going to be maybe having certain reactions to certain foods, you're going to make the appropriate adjustments so that you can feel lighter and so that you can feel much better. And with this Nine of Wands, I'm hearing that it's time for you to end a cycle where maybe you have been going through the same patterns, as in like you have as an example, if you are trying to do something about your weight, or if you are trying to do something about certain aspects of your physical appearance, I'm hearing it's time for you to go back to the basis. And this Nine of Wands can only go up to the Ten of Wands, which is not something that we would want to be in the first place. And with this nutrition, again, like going back to the basis, going back to eating like healthy and eating clean, and things allowing things to actually have their own effect in a natural way. As in, maybe if you have been investing in certain things that are like financially expensive, or maybe that have drained you financially to a certain degree, it's time for you to really go back to those 101 kind of recipes, and going back to the times where everything was simple and everything was almost straightforward. As in, if you are going to be focusing on one part that you would want to improve, you're just going to be taking like the steps that we have been learning since we were in elementary school, as in eating balanced, eating things that are good for us. Yes, maybe sometimes you're going to be feeling like I would need to have some fun. There is absolutely it's absolutely great, but what I'm hearing for you and in your body, I'm hearing lots of clarity, as in maybe you have been subjecting yourselves to lots of like channels that are giving lots of different advice, and sometimes it's even like it goes different ways, as in maybe someone is going to be saying something and the other person are going to be saying the absolutely complete opposite. Please let go of any kind of names. If you would want, or if you are thinking about going on a diet, anything like any name of a diet, it's not really this is really what you're going to be feeling like. Yes, this is exactly how it's going to be, because the more that I know, it's almost like the more I go backward, as in the information sometimes it's really goes against what we would want to do and what we would want to achieve. And so again, with this strength card, I see lots of strength from your part, and also determination into with this infinity. You're gonna allow the time to actually involve. You're not going to be impatient, and you know that this kind of method, it's it's almost the real deal, as in many people think about many different things, but going back to the basis and just eating what we would want to eat, but also things that are good for our body and also for our mind, those kind of very, very simple advice, this simple advice is the one that actually works the best. So let's get some more cards. One more card. How is it going to be like for you physically, your body 1 year from now? So I'm hearing your hair is going to be absolutely beautiful, and this particular choice, especially if you were to implement certain nutritional foods in your diet, I'm seeing that the first improvement or the first change is your body and your skin. They're going to be starting almost like look radiating, and there you're going to be feeling like you have a beautiful glow that is very natural. And I'm hearing that for many of you it's something that you have been thriving into achieving. Maybe you have used so many things and nothing really worked for the long time, but when you're going to be going back to the things that are very, very simple, like sooner than later, and I'm hearing even by the month of January, a lot of things that you have been always trying to achieve are going to be naturally achieved following this very simple, basic, almost lifestyle. So let's get one more card. Yeah. So with this devil, I'm hearing that first of all, physically, you're gonna be very, very attractive physically, because I'm hearing with those two people that are chained, I'm hearing that people are going to be drawn to you like magnets. And if it's something that really you're not used to, please just integrate it in your mind, because I'm seeing a beautiful, beautiful improvement in terms of your appearance. So like afterwards, maybe you're going to be feeling even like, why do people right now are connecting to like with me, and before it wasn't really the case. It's time for you to actually acknowledge that health is beautiful, health is attractive. It doesn't matter how actually we would want to see it. It's not about people being drawn to us just because we have changed our appearance, but we are portraying ourselves as someone that, as people that actually we love ourselves and we care for our body as much as we care about other things in our life. And this care that people have towards themselves is extremely attractive. It's not about the physicality of it, though for some cases it could be, but generally speaking, health is a very beautiful thing and a very attractive like thing, especially if you see it like physically. You can feel that yes, this person really they take time to take care of themselves. And I'm hearing that also by the month by the autumn season or next season, it doesn't matter when you're going to be watching this reading, you might be prone into or you might try to I'm hearing acquire certain aesthetic services, as in maybe you're going to be doing your nails more periodically, or there's certain things that you really enjoy and love, and you're going to be more willing to treat yourself from time to time. And I'm seeing that it's something that is really going to be visible, and it's also a signal to yourself and to everybody around you that you are someone that values yourself, and you take your time so that you can actually relax and enjoy maybe a beautification activity that you feel like you actually like. So let's get one more card. Protected. You are safe and protected while you change your career. So your angels reassure you that it's safe for you to make a career transition, and that you will be supported along the way, provided you listen to and follow your inner guidance. This card indicates that the time to rip for you to make this change. Absolutely. Hold the intention that this change will allow you to bring more blessings into the world, and an attitude of selfless service will allay the ego's insecurities. The more you focus upon service, the less the ego will try to delay your happiness. So what I'm hearing in here is that if you feel like you're going to be getting certain a level of resistance, again, this is something that is only in your mind. It is just like a worry that has no basis, basically. So you are protected and safe while you are almost cleaning or maybe detoxing your environment. It could be your social environment, but also I'm hearing very strongly your physical like body as well. So this is what I see for you, my dear option number 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like your own private reading, you can reach out to me. All the information is in the info box down below. And sending you lots of love, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number 3. So if you have chosen the Oracle of the Fairies guidebook, welcome guys to your reading. So let's keep it in here for a moment, and let's get one general card about how is it going to be like for you 1 year from now. So for my dear option number 3, my dear option number 3. Healing. Now it's time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. So I'm hearing that it's almost like a cleaning of the thoughts in your mind. I'm hearing that maybe if you are just sitting and you feel like you're getting certain thoughts that are undesirable, I see that you really are going to be completely changed. I'm hearing almost like a new rebirth, or this phoenix that comes out of the ashes. This is really what I'm feeling, and I'm kidding you not. Like for this particular option, I'm feeling lots of very, very powerful energies. And with this healing, I'm hearing that you might embark on a new journey, as in to be a healer or to be a shaman, to be someone that is involved in spirituality, that you would want to share your word of knowledge and share your word of wisdom. And also you might be quite talented as a tarot reader, or someone that reads any kind of divinatory tool, especially with your hands. I'm seeing that there you have beautiful healing and powerful healing capabilities, but it's time for you to actually discover it and build up on it, as in go to the next step. Look for certain informations that are going to be helpful for you, and on which you can feel like you can grow as a healer, and you can even embark on new paths in your spiritual journey, as you might learn new tools. Even if you are very knowledgeable at this particular moment, I'm hearing that you might also look into different tools in the future and learn about them. So let's get some more cards. I'm hearing as well, because this card is giving me the feeling of the Queen of Cups. You're going to be very intuitive, especially for like for some of you that are water signs, especially Pisces. I'm hearing that also you're going to be very much in tune, and if you would like to connect with lots of different people that are not even around you, it's time for you to open up your services for the world. And also I'm hearing with this necklace in this woman's neck. I'm hearing that you are surrounded by white light and protection, but in a very conscious way, and it's something very, very essential that you need to do all the time. And you can see with all those light beams that are surrounding you, I'm hearing that protection before embarking on any spiritual like practice or activity are really essential, and it's something that you might want to look into like right now, even before starting anything, if you haven't started, or if you have already like a spiritual business, or if you are very much involved into reading divinatory tools. It's time for you to go back to basics and focus really a little bit further into protecting your energy field, because with this healing, I'm hearing that you are really susceptible into almost sharing or dispersing your energy to a point where you feel a little bit drained from time to time, and you feel just like you just want to sleep, you don't know what is happening. Like it's time for you to always like think about inviting this beautiful light around you and protecting you from certain energies that are not desirable. So with those two cards, I'm hearing that you're gonna really feel at peace. Like 1 year from now, you're gonna feel first of all on the top of the world, and second of all is that this spiritual because when it comes to your emotions, I'm hearing it's really linked to this particular like aspect that you are focusing on. I'm hearing for quite a bit, but with this Four of Wands, I'm hearing stabilizing this idea that you had, or maybe this business that you have started, or something really that you're gonna feel like you have right now a strong foundation, and it's really going to be giving you such a deep sense of fulfillment and a deep like feeling of peace. And with this Four of Wands, I'm hearing that you might meet certain people, or maybe at least two people, but I'm hearing that there are actually many people, but two major two important people with whom you're gonna share a lot. And I'm hearing like for some of you it might be also like a romantic partner that you're going to be meeting in the next year. And also, I don't know why I'm hearing this partner is linked with a friend. So you might be meeting in a group setting, or it's almost like a group, a social setting in which you're gonna meet lots of different people that actually you feel like you understand each other, and it's something that you have missing for quite a bit. I'm hearing that you might be surrounded with people that are more in the corporate world, or they are thinking not really, in a very competitive manner, as in they would want to get to the next level in the company, or be the boss, or be the manager, or be this or that. But for you, really, it's not something that excites you. It's not something really that is motivating you in a way. And right now, it's time for you to meet, like for many of you, they're actually your soul tribe. You're gonna meet at least one or two people in the next year. So emotionally, I feel like you might feel a little bit of stubbornness into should I actually focus on this particular idea that I have, and that I have been building for quite a bit, or should I actually involve maybe other things that like emotionally you have surpassed them. It's almost like they have achieved the time for you to actually let go of them. They could be people, or they could be even certain ideas about how you would want to evolve in the future. But I'm hearing that it's going to be very much visible for you, as in the Four of Wands has like extremely different energy from that of the Five of Wands. It's very stable, it's very grounded, and you're gonna feel how volatile those energies are, especially if you have been around people for a very long time, and you have changed a lot with this healing card. You have been through a very beautiful and transformative healing energy, and it's almost like people that you knew, it's not their fault, it's not your fault either, but they haven't been actually subjected to life lessons that made them almost change their path towards the path of healing, and towards the path of the spiritual development. And at a certain point you might feel like, oh my goodness, I was just like this friend or that friend, and right now I feel like I'm a completely completely different person. And I'm hearing that also for some of you, my dears, it's going to be a great time of celebration, because you feel like it's almost like you have graduated, as in you have you're going to be achieving a deep like almost a stable sense of peace. And this feeling of peace that is coming back again, it's not something that you feel like, oh, it's just because this happened or that happened that I feel right now that I'm centered and grounded. It's really something that is going to be really almost rooted in the ground, and it's something that is going to be coming from the inside of you and not really shaken up by anything that is in your environment. So definitely I see lots of strength, look, emotional peace. And also with those two cards, I'm hearing that you really are going to be starting to see life and yourself a little bit differently, as in there are certain things that you're gonna be in an easier way be willing to let go of. And also if there are any kind of disturbances in your life, you're going to be more at peace of letting go of those relationships, of those people. But I don't see that it's going to be almost like having certain repercussions, especially with those two cards, as in if there is any kind of disturbances, they're just going to be like but it's something that you are going to be doing. It's not really let me just explain that a little bit. It's just you being in this energy of going with the flow. If someone is really not going to be supporting my emotional and physical stability, I just would want them to let go, or maybe to depart my life, or to depart my to go out of my environment in the most peaceful way. And it's something that you're gonna feel like see like very concretely that it really it works. And I'm seeing also with those two hands with the light emanating from them, creating a rainbow, like working in harmony with the universe. It's really something that you're gonna feel like, oh my god, it really works. It's almost like a rediscovery of something that you know, but something that you haven't really experienced in a way. So yeah, wow. So yeah, lots of spiritual people in this option, but also I'm hearing that um, there is a beautiful meeting with certain like soulmates. And I know that we have many, but high level soulmates that you're going to be meeting in the next year. But emotionally, really, I'm hearing that there is so little that is going to be shaking you. I know that we are not perfect and we are always evolving and improving, but the like the jump in terms of like this beautiful change that is going to be happening inside of you more than it is from the outside. But the outside is going to be cleared naturally when your inside is going to be willing to be opened for healing and opened for clearing. And yes, this card is the only one really that like talks about adversity. But what I'm hearing is that with those two cards, like you're gonna be immune from almost like this feeling of that you would need to compete, or you would need, yeah, that you would need to actually, if there is an option. A lot of people, like when we think about it, like when they see an option or an opportunity, it's almost like they're blinded of all the other opportunities that might be offered to them, and the abundance of the universe and what it can actually provide for us. But for you, like no matter what the situation is going to be, you're gonna always know that the universe has your back, and you always have more than options than what you think. So beautiful, beautiful kind of state of mind. And also when it comes to you coming back to your own sense of peace, it's really going to be almost like a new thing for you. But also you're gonna feel and see with your own eyes in a very physical way how it's going to be impacting your environment, and how it can like how working on ourselves, just on how we feel and how we would like to improve from the inside, how it actually impacts our environment and our outside world. So let's get right now some cards and see how is your body going to be like. So how is your body going to be? Like your body, your physical body, please. King of Cups. So I'm hearing for you, my dears, is that there's going to be I'm hearing a lover, a lover. So the lover could be the King of Cups, or could be someone that has a lot of her placements in their charts. But what I'm seeing most importantly, it's someone that no matter what the turbulences, again, it's almost like two those two energies, they almost mimic each other. They're almost like the same, as in this is a card that is very stable emotionally, but also capable of improvement and open to healing and open to self-discovery also. But in this card as well, you can see lots of turbulences in those waters, but this throne is very much stable no matter what the turbulences are like around this king. And with this Five of Wands, I'm hearing as well that I don't know why I feel physical activity. This is really what I feel. Yeah. So I'm hearing that at least next year you're gonna meet this person. I'm not seeing necessarily that you're going to be actually in a relationship with them, though I feel like very strongly that it's going to be the case in the future. But I'm hearing that it's time for you to go out, especially if you have been through like your dark night of the soul, or you have been working on yourself for quite a bit. You're going to be given the opportunity, or you're gonna give yourself the opportunity to go outside, rediscover the world with those new eyes right now. It's like you're almost like seeing the world differently, like you're gonna navigate relationships differently, and it's almost like you have been in a cocoon, or maybe you have been it's almost like I'm seeing like for those movies where you go to this machine, and then there is this transformation that happens, and then you almost go out as a whole new being. And this is really what I feel very strongly for you. I feel like with those three cards is that gaining this truth that you have been trying to discover when you were in your alone time, where you were trying to find answers to maybe things that have happened, or things that you would want to do or not want to do in your life, is going to be permitting you to go out as this beautiful, gorgeous person in here. And I'm hearing that it's something that is going to be physically visible, as in this glow up that you have initiated inside of you, this beautiful transformation that have occurred from the inside, is going to be physically visible in the next, I'm hearing, in 9 months. Especially for some of you, the month of September is going to be very, very significant. And I'm hearing that if you have been a little bit, I'm not hearing shy, because shyness is something else. If you have been almost afraid to go out, afraid to mingle with people, or afraid to connect and like start new relationships, I see a big jump, or maybe a big improvement in your self-confidence. But when it comes to your body, I'm hearing physical activity, but it might be sexual, because it's something that I have felt at the beginning with the King of Cups. But generally speaking, is getting involved in many activities, or maybe connecting with different people that might be from different sides of the world, or they might have different opinions. But most importantly, you're gonna feel like you are in harmony in this new environment that you're gonna almost put yourself in. And let's get 2 more cards. Okay. Yeah. So you might be a Leo, or you might be someone that is very fiery, and especially if you have been a little bit secluded, or you have been like being inside of your home for quite a bit. I see lots of fire. I see also lots of I'm hearing like excitement. This is really the, but also with this Four of Swords, I'm hearing that I don't know why I heard that you're gonna be very, very attentive to how you feel. this is the only thing that is going to be going to matter for you, as in when you're going to connect with a new person, or be in a new group, or start a new activity, or even like for fun, you're gonna actually tune into, because I'm hearing that your powers of almost reading energies, it's almost like they have been to a certain level, and then it's like an explosion, like an exponential improvement. And because you have been not connecting with so many people for quite a bit of time, you're gonna discover like, oh my goodness, like how do I feel that? How can I how am I able actually to know that this person actually think that, or that they feel a certain way, or that I feel like this person, they're not good for me, or they are good for me. So you really are going to be in tune with your feelings, and also they're going to be physically giving you the indications that this person really is, like they could be your friend, or this person, they're going to be someone with whom you're going to share quite a bit of fun times. So yeah. But again, with this infinity symbol, I'm hearing like the world really is open for you at this particular moment, especially at the month of September. Again, like the month of September is very significant for you. But what I'm hearing, like a beautiful companionship. I've heard that very strongly, and I see that you might meet someone, or you might start connecting with someone, at least like in the next couple of months, or in the next 4 months. And also I see a possibility for you to actually be in a romantic relationship afterwards, especially if you are single, and if you would want to be to connect with someone romantically. So let's get right now one last card. Moon energy. Surrender to the ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Absolutely. So right now you're going with the flow. I see that for many of you it's already the case, but it's also like improving, and you are almost like in this phase of continuous improvement. So you really are going to be almost astonished on how much right now you are capable to make some valuable decisions for yourself, and also you're going to be much more at ease when it comes to social situations or social circumstances, even if it's not going to be comfortable at first. But I'm hearing again, it is a very strong message, as in protecting yourself, like when you are connecting at first with new people, or if you are embarking in a spiritual activity. It is like a very important message in here. So let me give you like physically how is it going to be for you 1 year from now. I'm hearing like in terms of your wardrobe, you might change your wardrobe, or you might think of implementing certain new styles that are really going to be complemented your figure, and it's something that is going to be quite unique, that many people